Okay, so I'd say for today, that last little Saint Nicholas that you all saw that needed the hem of its skirt sanded down, already taken care of that while I was out here a while ago. Do think I'm gonna try a little something new today, something I've never done before, but about these little alpine St. Nicholases. They're kind of carved, made from the same guy who made the St. Nicholases, and the little alpine ones, they have some similar steps in carving them, like where you kind of carve along a line here to flatten out the front above the sleeves, and there's just probably a little thing I'll be doing here, kind of adding in a little bit more, I tell you. But I'd say I'm gonna try something different tonight. And what you'd find a little interesting is that even for the first time I tried this, I'm even to that matter, I'd say, doing it on camera and all, but you see this big bit I just put on the Dremel? I'm going to try to use that to remove the excess wood from around the place where the face is and all. So this is just going to be a little test and an experiment here. We're going to work with this, see how this does. Probably got to have a little more to share as we go on, but I'd like for y'all to see what I'm about to do. Well, I tell y'all, I see we kind of got it on, and well, this is what we got. I'd say a kind of little burn up there. Probably would say that does a little good for the roughing, but we might kind of take it out and use the sanding drum to try to get away the burn marks. And that's how we got the best of this. I got to make sure I didn't rip my pants on that nail. Luckily I didn't. So this one is from Genuine Mahogany. Now we're going to try to do the same 2 steps here on one that is from African Mahogany. Try to get the work in. Now on this one here, we did a little bit of an unfortunate thing. We ate away at the sleeve at one side, but that was just a little test there, and that's just a little minor error that, in this case, can be fixed. So we're gonna take care of that. That bit got really hot there, being rubbed against the wood. Now we're going to take the sanding drum and do the same little step. Okay, so this is how we've come along on this one here. I do have little things to come on here to tell y'all about, share with y'all. I'd say that got a little dust on me, so brush it off. And I tell you, these pairs of jeans, some of them, they might even be the same ones I wear to work in a school cafeteria or in a kitchen at school, but I'd say that we wash them. That kind of does them enough good. But I tell you, I just wanted to tell you a little story today about how today was kind of a little bit of a proud time in somebody's life, and a time when I kind of had one of my little proud moments in the life of someone who does social media and posts and videos and stuff. Had a friend have a video go viral today, and I shared the link of it on my Facebook page, my business page, from something called Viral Hog. And she owns a farm with a lot of animals, and I'll tell you, the thing of it is that I'm always proud of her for all she does to take care of all those animals in her big house and on her big farmyard and things like that. She probably houses over 40 of them. Some of them are like wild animals that she rehabs, but it was a little thing about how she woke up one night from her nap thinking she was being trampled by cats, but then she saw it was actually her goats that were doing it. And yes, I don't want any of y'all to say anything negative, but yes, they do keep goats in their house. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, I don't think. I'm kind of proud for the way they handle it, and besides, sometimes there's just a lot of things if you knew the stuff I keep in my bedroom, in my basement of my parents' house, which is where I live, you'd probably just have some of your opinions about me, because, I keep animal fur pelts in there. I keep taxidermy. I buy a lot of that stuff off of Etsy and keep it in my bedroom. And, I'll tell y'all little stories about that some other time, but that's just kind of what I wanted to say, that I was proud today to have a friend kind of have a video go viral and come on to kind of say, I'm famous. Just kidding. I mean, I'm proud of her for a lot of things. So I'd like to say that I'm glad you all came by to watch my video this evening. Don't know when this is going to be uploaded. It's probably going to be a video that might even have multiple parts, because there's just a lot to share here. Keep getting my eyes off the video and kind of looking over at the sidewalk a little bit. And I'd like to say that there's a couple little other blanks for these Santas, but I'd say I'm probably just getting a little bit exhausted tonight, kind of being here for a while and having so much to say, having carving hands. And I'd say that the jobs I have in the school cafeteria I'm typically in, I tell you that, the problems, I mean, I've only got 2 more days of my regular work schedule, and then I've got 6 days starting after Memorial Day to make up for all the time we've already been paid for that we didn't have school, so we didn't have to come to work, and got the summer after that, and I'm getting transferred to another cafeteria next year. So I'd say that that's probably what I've got to say for this part of the video. When I get around to making the next part, there's no telling what I'll be showing or doing, but we'll surely have a lot to say on it. Thank you for coming by. Well, just thought of one more little thing I could come on here and demonstrate. We're gonna try to do a little knife carving around these St. Niklaus figures. I will say, first of all, how about we start out with this? We can kind of draw a line here to make the seam of the skirt, like I've started to do here. Make it the rest of the way around here, and we're going to try to take these other little steps to try to further it out a little bit. See how this is going to come along. I say that little step makes its way to us. I say, and I'll tell you little steps. We got the 2 African mahogany ones. Now we're going to take care of the genuine mahogany ones. Try to make the same little step come along in those. I say that little work shall come its way, make its way around, see how it's all going to do. And I tell you what I see is a little burning marks in these. Might give them a little bit of a more rustic kind of look. Maybe even better than some other stuff we've seen, some other stuff we've had. And I'd like to say that there's little lines we're going to draw all the way around here to make this extra little line you see. And so as we trace it all around, it's going to make a little figure of a Santa like you've never seen, like you've never known. I tell y'all that, oh, the work can be a joy to put into yourself, to kind of get a little feeling in your hands of what you're doing. I'd like to tell you all about a little thing that Sarah Listy of Tool Girls Garage posted not too many days ago about how it is that, you know, you wonder, are you really a woodworker if you don't have dirty hands? There was kind of little debates on there about whether or not you should wear gloves to work with wood. I didn't give too much into that, but then there came discussions on the post about working with metal, cooking, working with flour, baking, all kinds of things, and the messes people say they make when they do it. Yes, I don't really do much of that stuff, but I tell you, whenever it comes to working with wood, I'd say that I create a lot of dust. Sometimes it can be in the shop, and I've got little dust collectors that get it up, little shop vacs that do it, so many other things. But she even kind of mentioned how it's a sensory thing. You love to feel the wood in your hands. That's kind of like how it is to me. Kind of like what I like. I like to kind of feel the wood in my hands, and especially if it's a real hard wood, sometimes I kind of really like to carve it because it gives me a challenge. It gives me some strength. It's kind of like squeezing a stress ball or something like that, where you're just adding a little pressure to your hand, making your hand so much stronger. And believe me, I tell y'all, I have very strong hands. I mean, I have strong enough hands to do a lot of things a lot of people wouldn't believe, and a lot of people wouldn't guess, and sometimes people kind of get amazed by little things I do. And I got little things to tell you all about little cypress knees and little gnomes I've carved from those. So I say that this is just a time when I've probably spent so much time talking on here that I better hurry up and kind of get to doing a little work here. And I left my thumb guard out, but no, it's right here actually. And I'm gonna get around to doing a little demonstration on these Santas of how I'm going to carve the little sleeve cuffs and make these little lines as they ought to be. And it's kind of like how when some cypress knees came in a donation box to our Woodcarvers Guild one day, and a guy kind of who picked one out, I picked a few out, but he said, I'm not like Jonathan. He said, I cannot just carve away at this thing with a knife. That's what they say about cypress knees. They said that anybody they knew who carved those things didn't carve them with hand tools. They carved them with power tools. So that kind of goes to show you all that they really believe in me, see that my hands are that strong and that I kind of manage those things so well. So as for this little demo we're going to do here, I say we've kind of got little places here where we draw the line and see how this is going to be. I say that this is how we got the sleeves to come out here. We did that with one genuine mahogany one. Think we're going to do it with one that is African mahogany as well. I'll probably do the rest of these a little separate from video time because of how video time we try to kind of keep it short, keep it limited so it doesn't get too long here. And that's how we're going to demonstrate a little extra time of work here, put the little extra effort into all we're doing. I say that this little thing here where we come up with these cuffs, they almost kind of look like little octagons once you get around to it. And I'm just going to show a little bit of how this work shall come along and make itself so it's going to be like a little St. Nicholas should look. And I like to tell the old stories about him sometimes, all the old legendary folk tales I've read. I say that a little work kind of does us a little good now and then. I say probably trim a little bit off there like we need to do and make little places where the cuffs of the sleeves are going to come down to the right size. Make it so we see little things that brighten our lives, brighten our days. I say, oh, the work we do. Oh, the blessed times we have. Oh, the times we look at ourselves in the mirror and see what all we do. I'd like to say that I thank you all for watching, and you all can come back on, check my videos out anytime, and always be on here on the lookout. This will probably end up being the longest video I've made on here so far as of yet. Thank you for watching again. Goodbye.